Time to make a controversial video that people will have a knee-jerk reaction to without getting past the first 15 seconds to hear what I'm saying. So let me explain why we do not need Deadpool 4 yet. So if you're upset, if you've already written 30 angry paragraphs about how I hate Fox and how I didn't like the film, you're 100% wrong. Favorite X-Men film / favorite comic book film of all time is from the Fox universe. Deadpool and Wolverine, absolutely amazing film through and through. Even though it's fan service to film, it's exactly what it needed to be, and it was great for everything it did. What I am saying in this video, and I'm going to explain it to you, is why we do need Deadpool 4, but why we do not need Deadpool 4 yet, aka as soon as possible. So hopefully you've made it and understand within the first minute of this video what I'm saying and what my stance is. If you haven't, let me repeat again. We need Deadpool 4 and I hope we get it. We just don't need it right now or within the next 2 to 3 years. Now that that's out of the way, let me explain why I feel this way. Deadpool 1 to Deadpool 2 was diminishing returns. They did not make as much money, they did not make as much profit, and people were already saying it was too soon to give us a sequel that fast. They were already going to be moving, aka Fox was going to be moving forward with multiple sequels. Not only were we going to get a Deadpool 4 within 2 years, we were also going to get an interim Dead Force film that was coming out right alongside of it. It was supposed to release, I believe, within 6 months of one another. At that point, Deadpool would have been too all over the place and people would have gotten sick of the same old shtick. When it comes to the Marvel Studios wait, this was a lot of how are they going to do this? What do they do? How do you handle this? And can Disney do it? They proved without a shadow of a doubt they can do it and surpass people's expectations. And Deadpool and Wolverine works for so many reasons that we've gone over. Whether it's understanding what they needed to do, whether it was the more intimate, smaller scale of the film in The Void, whether it was the great roles / cameos of the supporting characters and their, well, importance to the plot, it all worked on a great level. But if you do it again, it's going to diminish the value of it. And a lot of people are feeling this way about Spider-Man 4 going in a multiverse trajectory if that's what they choose to do. Again, we saw Andrew and Toby are back, and it was great. We clapped, we cheered, we cried. But if you follow up with the same thing, it doesn't become as effective. It becomes a problem. For example, everybody loved open world games when they were 1 or 2 a year, or 3 a year. But then, from 2012 to 2022, every single game was an open world RPG mechanics game. And it just became boring. It became something that was oversaturating the market. Deadpool has that same effect on people. He can become almost nauseating if there is too much of him. And you start to get character burnout. And if you want proof of this, look at Deadpool when he started to hit that oversaturation market, which started around 2009, 2010 to 2016 and then 2018. There was too much Deadpool everywhere, from Pop Funkos to toss them into everything to meme pool and all that, and people got burnt out. Disney took a step back with the character once they acquired Fox and stopped producing as much Deadpool merchandise, making people hungry for it. Same with Logan / Wolverine. He wasn't everywhere to be found like he was in the previous 2 decades. They knew what they were doing. Too much Deadpool will become a problem. So what they need to do is wait post-Avengers Secret Wars. Now, I'm not saying don't put Deadpool and Logan in any of these projects. No, they need to be in Avengers Secret Wars at least, but I won't be surprised if they're also in Avengers Doomsday. But also, think about the ending of Deadpool and Wolverine. He saved the worst Wolverine from his universe. He now lives in the universe where the X-Men exist, which also brings up a couple continuity problems or whatever, but look, who knows, who cares at this point, right? It's the Fox universe, it's a mess. So he, along with other refugees of the Void, like Daphne Keene's X-23, exist there. They're now more or less a family. They're a coherent unit. you bring that team into Secret Wars. And once the universe is reshaped, once there is one coherent timeline, then you see who remains. Ryan Reynolds' Deadpool remains. Does Hugh Jackman's Wolverine remain? And do they cast another Wolverine? Is there 2 Wolverines? Is there 3 Wolverines? We don't know. But that's how you handle it. And then you make a Deadpool in the MCU film proper. And then you give people the team-ups that they want in the MCU, with Deadpool being a core member of that universe now. So do you want to see that Spider-Man and Deadpool and Wolverine film that the actors said they want? Do you want to see Deadpool interacting with Captain America and whoever else? Well, this is now your chance to make him more level-headed. He's in the MCU, he's playing in that playground fully, and it's not something that's a multiverse story. That's what I'm saying. That's my argument. We do not need a Deadpool 4 that comes out before Secret Wars, because what more can you possibly add to the story of Wade Wilson? What more can you add to that satisfying ending and the character literally completing an arc that started in Deadpool 1? Same with the Origins Wolverine that is clearly the worst Wolverine, and the one from Deadpool and Wolverine. He's had a redemption arc. He's found himself. He's now got a new family. He now exists in a universe where the X-Men do exist and they haven't died. Like, there's a lot of stuff here that sets them up for, hey, the future is fine. Here's their team. Here's the family. Wade's found his way. So when they get called up for help through the multiverse in Doomsday or Secret Wars, they know what they're fighting for, as they've already seen the cause and effect. They know about the TVA. Having them go through another romp in the multiverse, it more or less dilutes the multiverse. That's what I'm saying. Or having a Deadpool 4 where now they're just in that universe and there's no multiverse stakes and there's no gratuitous cameos, people will say it's a step down from the last film. That's why Secret Wars can be a natural reboot point for the Deadpool franchise. And whatever Deadpool 4 is, it won't be called Deadpool 4, but they give it a subtitle, and they make sure you know this is Deadpool now in the MCU proper, as we want him and need him and where we're going to keep him. And then you just roll forth with it. So again, hopefully you understand in like a, 9-minute video before I do a couple of the cuts and everything. What I'm saying is, we don't need Deadpool 4 yet. We need Deadpool 4, but it needs to come after Secret Wars, when the universe is fresh and Deadpool can be sort of soft rebooted with the creative team at hand.